Alright, where last we left Bogrosh off, I was journeying through Pelagiad, found out that there was a bounty for a dangerous outlaw threatening the good people of Pelagiad, dealt with the issue, also defeated a monster in Lake Amaya that was chasing off pearl divers, raided a couple of other smuggling areas, thus rendering the area safer for travelers, had a duel with a roadside bandit, wed another bandit to a lovely lady, and we're finishing our journey to Balmora. So it has been another eventful couple days in the life of the Sentinel. So hope everybody is doing well. Now, one thing I will mention is on the road between our last time together, I picked up a citizen who I will be taking to Balmora with me and who will be along for the ride for a little bit. Speak well to the chat, citizen.
Hello! I am here to take all your Nintendo Switch games. Hello! I am here to take all your Nintendo Switch games.
I don't understand what this devilry is. Can you explain it?
Well, it's a device that lets you pretend to be other people from other worlds, and on it you go on vast journeys.
Seems like Daedra nonsense to me.
Yes, but it's really cool, and it wastes tons of hours. And what you get from it is a sense of euphoria like no other.
I see. Could you not devote that time to training?
Nope! I'm leveling up my skills in other ways.
I suppose that is admirable. Now bear with me real quick, fair citizen. We need to check our directions and make sure we are on the right path. In the meantime, chat says Master Nathan is in chat and says hi. Greetings and hello, Master Nathan. Moscow Master says hi. Greetings, Citizen Moscow Master. And says his voice is echoing. Passenger, your voice is echoing. See if there's anything you can do to remedy that.
Is it better now?
It sounds better.
Okay. It's probably because I had the sound on the TV because I wanted to hear if my audio was coming through. But it's muted now, so
I don't understand the word you just said, but I'll assume the problem is solved and remedied.
I'm sorry, I hear voices in my head. Don't worry about it. They're telling me that this journey will be worth it.
You are touched by Sheogorath's madness, and we will see if we can cure you. So, we're in the Raven, past Fort Moonmoth.
In defense of Sheogorath, his parties are like no other.
There is no defense of Sheogorath. He tinges all of his followers with a madness that infects the world.
Well,
they should be cured or purged, sir.
Sounds like you're not fun at parties, but whatever.
I do not party. I train. North of the Raven, past Fort Moonmoth on the right, and come to an intersection with a signpost. Head due west towards Balmora. 2 small bridges cross the Odai. Fair. Okay. Sheogorath isn't even the party prince, Moscow Master says. Yes, you are right, Moscow Master. That is Sanguine, another wretch upon Nirn.
Hey, Orc. Hey.
Yes. What say you?
What's your name again?
I am the Sentinel, known mostly as, but you may call me Bogrosh Grogoshog. We have another citizen in the chat. Is Snug Snow Snail. Hell yeah, love Morrowind. I am coming to love this land, Snug. Slowly but surely.
Well, I just want to say no offense to your mother, but your name sounds like somebody's about to take a shat, or you're cursing at me.
No one is cursing at you, and no one has taken a, as you call it, shat. These are orc surnames given to every orc upon birth. based on their claim.
Well, I just want you to know that that was probably not the wisest decision because your names sound like Shat. But,
you judge my
hey,
people
whatever.
too harshly, citizen. It's okay. I understand your ignorance, but I will strive and endeavor to prove the orc people correct.
Well, that's noble of you.
Snug Snow Snail says, if you haven't tried Blood Moon yet, Solstheim is amazing. We will be going to Solstheim at a certain point. Right now we are visiting, because I've heard of this, and there's an Imperial Legion for it. As of right now, we've just arrived in Balmora, so we're quite a ways off from that hellish frozen island. But one day, we will have to look upon it, for sure.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a titty bar in this town?
My understanding is the titty bar, as you call it, is in the House of Earthly Delights in Surrey.
Okay.
No doubt we will visit at some point, if only to look at the local proclivities of the people. Not that I would want to go to such a thing. So we've arrived at the town of Balmora.
Is there a pub around here where we can get some pizza?
We do need to visit the pub, and it shall be one of the first things we do. Yes. Yeah, we need to get a drink. We need to check in and find out where Caius is. We'll do all of those things. But good thinking, citizen. A pub would be a good place to ask for additional information.
It would also pick up women.
Let's see. Damn, you got some serious mods if that's Balmora. Yes, that is a combination. So this is okay. So editor speaking, it's a combination of Odai, Lifeblood of Balmora, and Beautiful Cities of Morrowind. Snug. It's a very, very good combo. Let's see. Balmora mod is Odai. Yes, Lifeblood of Balmora. Now you have to run the bat patch to delete. You have to run the bat patch on it to delete the BCOM if you have BCOM. And then you can add in Odai, and it's nothing. It's very easy. And if you need help, Snug, you can go into my Discord. I'll be happy to walk you through how to do it. It's very, very easy. Phil's going to do it one day. Oh, okay, I really got into roleplay when I first got to it. Yes, I'm roleplaying, yes. He's been playing the game for ages, just doing a light roleplay as his character, not actually new to any of this. Yeah. Yeah, God, if only I could experience this for the first time again, though, I'll tell you, man. It would be amazing. Okay, anyway, we've got some good Dunmer here who hopefully can let us know. Go ahead. Hello, Traven.
Greetings, citizen.
I don't know who you said this Phil guy is. I am Scallywag.
Scallywag.
We're loyal citizens of the Empire and proud.
I must have mistaken.
Well,
Scallywag.
Anyway.
Scallywag, the traveling merchant. I have lots of goodies under my
Is there
coat.
some specific place you'd like to visit? Would you like me to tell you
perhaps
about
you
my
will be
trade?
able to use some of those, if need be, to assist our journey.
Of course. Excuse me for a moment.
Let's see. Caius Cosades, I'm looking for. Do you know where he's at?
The old fellow in trouble again, eh? He has a number of bad habits, like forgetting to pay the man in a timely manner. I don't know where he is, but he hangs out at the South Wall Corner Club. Ask for him there.
I shall. The hour draws long and the candles burn low. I'm Dulnella Ralaw, publican of the 8 Plates here in Balmora. Looking for one of our beds for the night? Well, tell me about the 8 Plates. How did you come to name your establishment? Yes, this is the 8 Plates. If you're wondering, the name came first. The plates were a gift from a generous patron, let's say. He had them custom made for me by the potters of St. Helen. Do you know where Caius Cosades is? She does not. So we've got a good tip. He's in Southwall. So, and that's on the south side of town. So we're gonna go ahead and head there, which is another pub. So
I'm back. I'm back, and I got some money. I met up with one of my contacts named Leon, and he bought some cool stuff for me. So we're ready to go.
Beautiful. This Leon sounds like wonderful people.
Yeah, he is. But I wouldn't want to go on his quest. Just don't go there. Don't go to that village. That's all I can say.
The riverfront is quite beautiful. Let's see. Snugs No Snail says, hell yeah, I kind of want to get into Morrowind mod community again. I did it a long time ago. Want to play the Abekian Shores? Well, if you've been away for a while, Snug, you've got a lot of fun catching up to do. It has greatly evolved over the last few years. And then Moscow says, oh yeah, you got to go to Anvil. It's so fucking good. Hell yeah. Leon, the most Tamrielic of names, Moscow says. Leon. The most Tamrielic of names. So this must be Southwall.
Better than Balrog dumping.
You can continue to insult my name without understanding the significance of it.
This better be important.
Arathor.
It sounds like somebody is rubbing their balls in a rug. I mean, your mom chose that, not me.
How does one know what that even sounds like?
I don't know. Ask your mother.
We have a bow from this Arathor. Did you happen to put a request out? Yeah, Arathor's notice. I thought your name seemed familiar. I have recently had the misfortune to lose the bow gifted to me by my very own father. It is currently in the possession of some former acquaintances in Ulamusa, a small cave northwest of Pelagiad, along the road to Balmora, a cave that we have smited for its lack of justice to the people of Pelagiad. I would like someone to go and retrieve said bow. I am no longer in a position where I may travel freely. Courier's fee of 100 drake shall be paid upon full return of the item. Rest easy, citizen, we have your bow. Ah, yes, that's my bow. Here you are. Thank you, friend. You won't forget this. Here are the 100 drakes that I promised. And take this book as well. I no longer have need of it. A book, eh?
Hope there's naked ladies in that book.
Let's find out. The marksmanship lesson. Nope. No naked ladies in this one, it would seem. But there'll be a valuable lesson for our marksmanship, it seems. This will be good training.
Better than nothing. I mean, because, you know, you got to shoot your shot sometime.
Certainly. We don't want to remove the tapestry. We want to go down into the bar and see if anybody knows where this Caius is. Well, hello there.
And get a stiff
drink. What do you need?
Let's catch up real quick. Yeah, Snug, you have to go to Narcissus, biggest city in any Elder Scrolls game. Snug says, where's Narcissus? Newest Tamriel rebuilt update, capital of House Lalu. Oh, it's so good, man. Oh, it's so good. Is Morrowind free on Steam? Sadly not. Probably isn't too much, though. Yeah, it's not. Same with good old games. You can go to either one and get it. Hello.
Hey, she's pretty.
Hello, maiden. I'd prefer not to chat, Outlander. I have pressing matters to focus on. Ah, that's fair enough. We shall leave you to it, but is that a glass spear, madam? You must be very accomplished. My God. Divines. That is a glass spear. Chirinir does not know this face. What thing do you want from Chirinir? Caius Cosades, are you familiar with them? The old gray hair gobbles sugar like scuttle. Chirinir is surprised he still walks, but it doesn't affect him. That is the mark of a long-time user. How about you, only he stands there? What a wonderful name.
Again.
Caius Cosades?
I don't know what your business with him is, but be careful. Caius Cosades may appear
people
to be
in
a
this
pathetic
town.
old man,
Why does
but
everybody
don't
have
judge
horrible
by
names?
appearances. Some people made that mistake a while ago, and now they're not with us anymore.
Okay, so Caius is a drug addict and a danger. Who does the Empire have us working for?
Hello, friend. I'm Tapius Esdricus. Welcome to Balmora. If you have a question, I'll be happy to answer it. Or try, anyway. And if it's just a little advice you'd like, that's fine, too.
What do you know of this Caius Cosades?
Interesting, old fellow. Been in Balmora a long time, since before the district reorganization. Been in some trouble, but he apparently knows some people. Goes off for a while, then comes back. He's a veteran, I think. Has friends over at Fort Moonmoth. Don't know where he gets his money, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't legal.
Does the Empire have us working with a criminal?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Caius Cosades.
When I return back to my normal lands, I'll make sure everybody knows that this place has really horrible names for their people.
You don't like that? You have a problem with their names as well, do you?
Yeah, they're garbage.
That old sugar tooth? I'm not sure where he's living now, but ask Bacola Closius, the owner. He'll know. Where can I find Bacola?
Bacola Closius? He's the owner. He must be around here somewhere.
I've not seen him so far. So we're looking for an Imperial man by his name. You do not appear to be an Imperial.
I can't wait till we get to the next town. I can offload my special goods to sell to this foreign land.
Any time now.
You appear to be an Imperial.
Good day, I'm Bacola Closius, publican of the South Wall here in Balmora. We rent beds, and I have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services or a specific place nearby. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help.
I'm looking for Caius Cosades.
You're
Old
good
Caius
stuff,
rents a little
sir.
bed and
I'm
basket
a
just
better
up the
merchant
hill
than
on the
you.
north edge of town. Go out the front door, not the upper door to the terrace.
Okay.
Then right up the stairs, then left at the top of the stairs, and down to the end of the street.
I can do that. This part of town looks a bit run down.
That's one way of putting it.
Yes.
Looks like somebody took a Balrog all over this place.
You must be Caius. I expected you to be taller.
What? Yes, I'm Caius Cosades. But what do you mean you were told
Why
to
is
report
this
to
guy
Caius
so
Cosades?
ripped?
What are you talking about?
I need to know his workout buddy.
He is in phenomenal shape for an Imperial. Are you Caius Cosades?
I'm just an old man with a skooma problem.
Ah. Well, we were told to report to you.
So you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it.
Certainly. Here you are. It's the reason we're here.
Yes, very interesting. So, it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the Blades. And that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders?
It would be a great honor to join the Blades in your stead.
Good. Welcome to the service, novice. Now you belong to the Blades.
He's gonna join. I'm
We're
just
the
here
Emperor's
for
eyes and
kicks
ears
and
in the
giggles.
provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now. Or if you're in a hurry, I can give you orders right away. But don't forget to visit the Blades trainers.
Not a word of any of this. Scallywag, please understand that this is Blades' duties, and they are very secretive.
I don't know. I don't care. I'm not gonna be associated with some crusty old ripped dude in some shanty Balrog town. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know why he's getting ripped. All the new manly enlisted soldiers are probably getting a workout from the backside, if you know what I mean.
That is very funny, Scallywag. And Moscow says Scallywag is going to get disappeared by the fantasy CIA. Nope, because he's not seen anything. You heard it here. You heard him directly. We're going to get some sleep, Caius. It's very late.
I'm gonna stay awake. I don't trust this guy.
You know what? We just
hair
met him.
just-
That's a great point. Why are we sleeping in this man's room while he is shirtless? You know what? We're going to go get a hotel room.
Please do. The guy freaks me out. Did you see the back of his head? What's up with
That is a
hair?
fair point, Scallywag. Even though he is a blade, and that means he is in the service of the Empire, he's not earned our trust yet.
Trust me, he's using his blade for servicing something else. Let's just put it real clear.
Well, it shan't be used on us.
Good day, I'm Bacola Closius, publican of the South Wall here in
He can
Balmora.
polish his
We
blade
rent
alone
beds,
for
and
all
I
I
have a
care.
limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services or a specific place nearby. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help.
Just a bed.
Yes, we have one available. It's 10 gold for the rest of the day. Do you want it?
Yes.
Very well. The bed is yours for the day. You'll find the door over there unlocked. I trust Balmora will treat you well.
Man,
You know,
I could've just
maybe his workout routine works in a different way, however. Maybe we go to sleep and we wake up with Caius's muscles had we stayed. Should we have stayed? Scallywag, what do you think?
I really don't care. There's only one bed in here. Where am I supposed to sleep?
On the floor.
Screw you. I'm gonna go use a lockpick on the other door.
All right, now we need to get some food. So let's head for breakfast to the Lucky Lockup. It seemed like a pretty tasty establishment, and then we'll go see Caius. While we're in town, we also need to shop and try to offload some of this loot. And buy some more supplies. So we'll also do a little bit of shopping prior to getting our first mission from Caius. So there's an armor store. We'll hit that up after breakfast.
And then I was like, Leon, you can't be doing that, buddy. And he just went ahead and he killed that zombie anyway. Oh! There you are, Balrog. Gosh, you sleep late. Dang, dude. I've been here for like an hour.
Oh, you need to get caught up. I would refresh. I would refresh real quick. That's the editor talking. Because I'm in the restaurant right now. You need to refresh. Is Morrowind going to remaster in the future? Please God, no. I share that sentiment, by the way. Morrowind wants no remaster. Morrowind needs no remaster. You're looking at it, actually.
You're on your honor.
You're looking at the
believer.
Morrowind remaster, but you gotta do a lot of it yourself, sadly.
The best smith in Balmora.
But there's a great guide to do it. If you want to come to my Discord, I'd be happy to help you. It's well worth it, I'll tell you. How much for 200
I don't know why
silver bolts?
I don't know why we're bartering with this guy. I literally have all the weapons and you could ever need.
Do you have a crossbow, a steel crossbow?
I have something that's like a crossbow. It's called a gun from where I'm from.
We don't know what that is. And I'm not using any I'm not using any foul devilry. No foul devilry shall be used on this crusade.
They're not fun. It's okay. It's okay.
Look
More
at this.
for the
Look-
next. I
look
will
at
smuggle
this.
it into your world whether you want it or not.
Look at this. The pinnacle of witch hunting technology. You can't tell me that this crossbow doesn't elicit feelings in you.
I mean, it's pretty cool, but
Thank
I
you.
have something that can shoot like multiple shots in a span of seconds.
Daedric Dark Magic.
Something like that.
Daedric Dark Magic. No, thank you.
Hey, when the world is totally screwed up, you gotta use every tool in your arsenal. No question.
Forgot we're lugging all of these supplies around. Let's go ahead and sell these off too, if possible. Hi there, my name is Unilla Nirithri, and I am an apothecary. Are you looking for fine potions, Orc? My mixtures can help you stay alive on your adventures. A smart adventurer always packs and restore health and fatigue potions. Let's see, Moscow says, just realized, agreed to play Helldivers with some friends this evening. Gonna have to dip in and out of the stream for now. See you all later. Farewell, Moscow.
I heard Helldivers was pretty good, man. Alright, have fun.
We're not gonna buy any of that right now. We just need a general store to offload a bunch of goods.
Breaking the role play for a second, but Zoo, if I figure out how to get this Dragon's Dogma online thing going, you want to join me? In
I'll try. I'd love to try Dragon's Dogma online. Hell yeah, man.
Welcome to my shop. Here you'll find the best.
Because Capcom is a jerk and didn't want to give it to us.
If you need clothing or potions, we have some of those as well.
Let's see here. We need to offload.
Is it on PC, Moscow? I don't even know if my PC can handle it. Probably not, but I'm gonna have to save up and get a better PC at some point.
You're not alone, Phil. I'm also finally to the point where it's time to upgrade. You're not alone.
I'm gonna use that PC builder site that Jay and his wife use. They dropped like 4K on getting pre-built PCs, and he's like good to go on everything for a long time. And that's what I want to do, because I'm pretty sure I can't run it because I cannot run the new Monster Hunter Wilds. I cannot run it. So
yeah, I'm
sure
finally getting to that point too where I can't run the new Monster Hunter stuff. Yeah, I can't run anything. I haven't been able to. I can't run the Oblivion remaster. Can't run. Couldn't even run Clear Obscura. So yeah, it's getting to the point where it's time.
Oh wow, you bought them and you couldn't play them? That sucks.
No, I look at the specs and I know what's going. I know what'll happen. It won't run. Like it just will not run. It's too big.
Well, Moscow, can your PC play Monster Hunter Wilds? If it can play Monster, I can't. Oh, you can't run it either. I just saw your. Okay,
yeah, but Helldivers works fine. So on low graphics settings. So
I mean, Helldivers did come out well before Monster Hunter Wilds, so it probably could run. But I'd just rather not risk it because I know playing Remnant 2 on PC, I have to do it in low settings or it's really chuggy, and it's still kind of chuggy. So this is only a $500 piece, pre-built PC. I mean, I probably could buy some parts to upgrade it, but I don't know how to upgrade crap, and I don't really want to start buying stuff that I don't know and where to slot it. I just rather have a PC that I buy that's has all the best stuff that I can get for it. I mean, not maybe super expensive, but drop, maybe $1,000 or so into a PC, and then just have it set for several years, and I should be good.
Oh no!
I could always use this one for like, older games like this, because it'll work fine. But all the new top of the line stuff, I just use on the better PC.
Well, and what I would recommend to people is that don't do what I did, which is to decide to basically build a PC based on can it run Morrowind with mods really, really good. Probably not the best benchmark for building a PC future-proof wise, right? So don't do that, guys. Build a PC to run modern games, and it will run Morrowind like butter if you do that.
Yeah.
I
mean, I still can do lots of stuff, like a lot of the indie games and older games.
Right.
Like everything, I mean...
So we're going to take orders now from Caius.
First thing, Pilgrim,
Wait.
you're new.
As long as it's
And
not
you're
the
looking-
bedtime
Here's
orders.
200 drakes. Go get yourself a decent weapon, or armor, or a spell.
But yeah, I could
Second
probably
thing,
play
you
something
need a
from
cover
like
identity.
PS3 and
Around
below,
Hold
and
on
it'll be
now,
fine.
Caius is
Adventurer
speaking.
is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild, or Mages Guild, or Imperial Cult, or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience, or go out on your own. Look for freelance work or trouble. Then when you're ready, come back, and I'll have orders for you.
There's no need. I'm ready now. Give me the orders.
Ready for orders? Good. Go talk to Haspat Antabolus at the Balmora Fighters Guild. Ask him what he knows about the Nerevarine secret cult and the Sixth House secret cult. You'll have to do him a favor first. Probably an ugly favor. But do it. Then get the information from Antabolus and report back to me. By the way, Haspat is a student of Morrowind history. Take the chance to get a little education. And I have a few history books in here. Help yourself. You're welcome to them. No point in being part of history if you're too ignorant to understand it.
Morrowind history, you say?
Jeanette Sitta's little book is a good place to start. I have a copy here. Take it. You might also look for On Morrowind, the Imperial Province, by Eramanwe of Sunhold.
And tell me about this Hasfat.
He's drill master of the Balmora Fighters Guild. He's lived in Morrowind all his life, knows the natives, and talks a lot with backcountry mercenaries. He thinks of himself as a scholar, and he's particularly interested in Dwemer ruins and artifacts.
And you said we're looking into the Sixth House?
A trusted informant says they're a secret cult associated with some strange events recently, and, more important, my informant thinks these recent disturbances are related in some way to the Nerevarine prophecies.
And Nerevarine prophecies.
The illiterate Ashlanders pass down their customs and history in the form of poetic verses. Among the things they preserve in
An
verse
honorable
are the dreams
tradition.
and prophetic visions of their wise women. In particular, the verses that foretell the coming of the Nerevarine. But I don't know. much
Doesn't
about
Chaos
them.
chronically
That's why I'm
have a
sending you to
wife?
find out.
He's shirtless because he's a skimmerhead.
And
He's
because he wants to
awesome.
show off those amazing abs, I'm certain. Tell us about the Nerevarine.
Some Dunmer believe that an
Well,
orphan and outcast,
You should be
a
more
youth
concerned
born
about
on a
what he's
certain day
doing
to
when
uncertain
he's
events,
on
will
Skimmer.
one day unite all the tribes of the Dunmer, drive out the invaders
I'm pretty
of
sure it's
Morrowind,
the other
and
soldier
reestablish
boys.
the ancient laws and customs of the Dark Elven nations. They call this orphan and outcast the Nerevarine, and say the Nerevarine will be a reincarnation of the long-dead Dunmer general and first counselor, Lord Indoril Nerevar.
What a strange prophecy, but I'm sure we'll learn more about it. Casbat is also a member of the Elder Council. Well, what in the nine's name is he doing in Vardenfell then? Moscow. Think it'll rain, LOL? Snook says. It seems like there is a penchant for rain this week, yes. Morrowind history, tell me about it.
As I said, Jeanette Sitta's little book is a good place to start.
Oh
And I
wow,
also
you finally
recommend
got to
On Morrowind,
400
the Imperial
subscribers.
Province
Last time
by
it was
Eramanwe of
$3.99.
Sunhold.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm at 400 now, yeah.
Y'all, we gotta get Zoo to that 1,000. Get all your buddies to come subscribe to his channel.
Oh, that's scary as hell. Like,
Yeah, it's fine. You'll be good.
let's see. Think of the rate. Is there a good weather mod for it? Congrats. Yeah, that's pretty fun. But is
I
there a
need to
good...
get the, there is another mod I need to get. I don't have the voice acting pack. I mean,
Oh, Voices
The
of
only thing-
Vardenfell? Yeah,
voice
now
acting-
that it's not going to take 1,000 hours to download, we'll get that for you, yeah.
yeah, the only thing I have a problem with it is like when a merchant repeats the same stupid line when I go back to shop with them, like that one you have in your town. Oh my gosh, I wish the guy would just shut up and let you shop.
Yeah, that's
if it's
Ariel
something
in Satanine has the same pitch every single time, yeah.
I would encourage like the mods that are watching, make something to where you update that mod to where they have like rotating dialogue. Or like when something changes in the town or the world, their dialogue changes. So, like, they're not always saying the same thing. Just do it for the merchants, the people that you'll come back to multiple times.
Yeah.
If it's just some, like, story quest that they're going to talk, they give you something, you do it, and then you go on, you're probably not going to go back and talk to those people again. Just do it for the merchants.
Give them
because
some rotating
that is
dialogue.
Yes, give them some rotating dialogue, all the merchants.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter if they all say, like, that's it. Like, do that, and it would be so much better, the voice acting.
Right, 100%.
Seeing as it's AI, it shouldn't be that difficult to do. Just please do it, because I want to use the pack, but I don't want to hear the same thing every single merchant.
Yeah, no, I get that. So Moscow says shaders make the vanilla weather look all right, and yeah, some of those in Morrowind graphics extender make the weather better automatically. Snug says I can post a link to your channel on my Discord channels if you would like. I would be honored if you do that. Yeah, if you want to do that, again, you don't have to, but if you want to do that, and feel free to join my Discord as well. But if you want to do that, I would be honored if you do that. I would love to have some cool games come in for Morrowind. Yes, please. Do you know where Hashbat is?
Looking for an equalizer? Something to give you an edge against a superior opponent? When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can't beat a poisoned blade. Try my inexpensive...
And that's the end of the discussion, sir. I don't use poisoned weaponry. No honor. You're in the Fighters Guild. What kind of nonsense is that? Let's see. Moscow says, that's a good idea. Sadly, I don't think Murlord or Detail are in the chat right now. Yeah, I got you, dude. Well, thank you. Thank you, Snug. I appreciate that.
Well, tell them to get their butts here. By the way, I'm just dropping this right here. That is a link to Zoo's Discord if you want to join. Hopefully that's clickable. If it's not, just copy and paste, and it should take you.
I do in the Morrowind Poop channel. I do have a mod list. I am slowly but surely compiling for people. It's like a beginner mod list. It even has like asterisks where there's additional steps if you don't want to fuck with that particular thing.
Yeah, he's got a pretty cool thing. I didn't really understand it, so he's just slowly rolling me through.
Yeah, and if you need help, I can arrange a Discord call and I can walk you through it, a lot of it. Phil will tell you that.
Yeah, he's good at it. He's good at it. He'll help you step by step because I'm a doofus and I need step by step. But
you should have seen me when I was first modding, Phil. You did fantastic, man. I didn't. But to be fair, I did it solo, but it helps to have somebody. It does.
I still need to get like Streamlabs or OBS or whatever set up so I can start streaming.
I'm ready for the Phil Morrowind streams. We are all ready, buddy. We're waiting for you.
I think it would be cool to
Dude, you're gonna love this game.
Us do like co-op streams, like while Zoo's playing, I'm also playing, and then we're both talking about our experiences at like around the same time or something.
I can't wait to see your like stealthy thievy character when you get Mork stuff and all that. Like it's gonna be good.
Oh my gosh, we tested it one night. He was watching me, and I was trying to steal stuff, and I came out. And these two people were just waiting for me before I went in. They weren't there. I come out and I get stuck. Like they won't let me move, and they just hammer me by this tree. There's just no way to run.
They beat the brakes off you.
And I just sat there and I died. I was like, that's
They literally stood outside the tower waiting for your fucking ass to come out. So Moscow says, when are we getting a Phil Morrowind stream on his channel? I am hyped. And you can set up the Elder Scrolls multiplayer. We are gonna. I think that'd be a great idea for me and Phil to do a vanilla server, just vanilla, and me and Phil to play through vanilla Morrowind together, so that he can see the difference between the modded monstrosity I've got him versus the actual what we played back 20 years ago. That would be
isn't there in my files just like you click on it, it says something like original Morrowind or something?
You can just just like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
I thought that's what it was. Like if I launched that, it would just be playing the vanilla version.
All right. Well, we're making Hasfat uncomfortable with our staring. Let's talk to him.
Good day. So you're with Caius, eh? And Caius wants information. Of course, there's a this or that involved. I require a favor.
I had to
and then I'll
laugh.
tell you
His,
what you
his
want to
face
know.
is rather funny. Sorry, I need to be more serious. Favor.
I don't necessarily know how we're gonna set up the multiplayer. He was saying something about it taking.
So, first
A
and
while?
foremost, I want to ask about Morrowind history, like Caius said.
I won't bore you blathering about history. That's what Caius is for. But if you're really interested, try On Morrowind, the Imperial Province, by Eramanwe of Sunhold. I have an extra copy you can have.
Oh, that's
What
the
an
book you was
adventurer
talking
like
about.
you really needs is a sense of current events. Who hates who? Where's trouble brewing? That's where opportunity lies for an outlander like you.
Well, tell us about that. What are the current events of Morrowind?
The great houses hate each other. Theft, murder, assassination, secret raids, standard stuff. The temple is trying to kill off a rebellious faction called the Dissident Priests. Ashlander nomads raid each other, attack traders and pilgrims. A secret cult is killing off imperial citizens, all bad enough. The real problem, though, is the blight, monsters and diseases.
The Blight.
The natives say it comes from Red Mountain. It's been a local problem for years, but lately it's gotten badly out of control.
So we were supposed to do a favor for you, friend. What are we doing? There are Dwemer ruins nearby called Arkngthand. I need you to run over there and find me a little cube with a circular design and some symbols on one side. It's called a Dwemer puzzle box. Bring me back the Dwemer puzzle box, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Fair warning, you are not the first to come up to me with this. So tell me about Dwemer puzzle box.
The little cube I'm looking for is about the size of a fist, maybe a little bigger. It will be made of a coppery metal with a circular design and symbols on one side and some lined marks on the other sides. That's all I want, that little cube.
Okay. And it's in Arkngthand?
The old Dwemer ruins at Arkngthand are extensive on the surface and underground. Head south out of town past the Siltstrider port,
Okay.
then cross bridges east over the Odai River. At the signpost, head north towards Caldera. Immediately on the right, see a signpost for Molag Mar. Turn right and head uphill on an old road to cross an ancient Dwemer bridge over Foyada Mamea. The entrance to Arkngthand is on the east side of the Foyada, south of the bridge. Turn a crank on a pipe nearby to open the doors.
And you mentioned we're not the first to come to you with this. Yes, that's right. A buoyant armiger came to me looking for information, and I gave her the same answer. If I had known Caius was sending you here, I would have seen her off. Last I heard, she was still in the Southwall Corner Club, so you better get moving. Her name is Arvesa Nadram. We met Arvesa. I know who that is.
Caius and I always argue over the role of the individual in history. Is the individual shaped and controlled by history? Or can an exceptional individual shape history? Are individuals carried in the stream? Or do they dam and divert the flow? I say Tiber Septim changed the world. Caius says that Tiber Septim was a product of his time, and if he hadn't lived, some other person would have served his function. What about you? Are you going to change the world, or just be carried by the flow?
I think that exceptional individuals can change the world. Look at what Gortwog did for Orsinium. What say you, Scallywag? What are your thoughts on the matter?
I'm just ready to get to the next town so I can offload the stash of imported goods, illegal imported goods that I'm supposed to drop off.
A fair answer. Caius being a better
You'll
historian
find
than
out what these-
Hasfat is hilarious.
You'll all find out what these illegal imported goods are. Trust me, your world's gonna be ready for it. They ain't gonna know what to hit
You
them.
better not be carrying any drugs.
Oh, well, let's just put it this way. It's not a drug, but it'll definitely give you the euphoric drug tendencies. It's not a drug, but it is addictive. I'll just put it that way.
Scallywag is dealing in ash statues. Is this true?
Nope.
Okay.
I will put it this way. These goods are not from your world. And it's not of the Daedra.
All right.
It's from beyond this world in reality.
Well, as long as it doesn't concern the Daedra.
Nope. Though the Daedra would probably want it too. I mean, everybody's gonna want it.
What is it now?
You with the impressive
What I'm carrying
spear.
is the most valuable. What I'm carrying is the most valuable resource that you could ever have.
Pyritosis, welcome. Moscow, you should be very careful making claims such as that, for that would have warranted a death sentence for poor Scallywag. What is it? I don't have much time to talk, Outlander. I'm preparing to leave for an expedition of a sorts. No need to concern yourself. I'll be gone soon. Well, hold on. We need to talk. Arun, if you're so curious, I'd rather not say any more. Why are you staring at me like that? Have we met before? We have. I was just here last night. Are you Arvesa? I am. You have me at a disadvantage, Outlander. What is this about? Well, Haspat told me to speak with you. Seems we're on the same job. Oh, he didn't mention anyone else when we spoke. Why would he offer it to you? You must have known him or made an impression somewhere. Simply getting this deal took much of my time. I got help from a friend. You seem well connected here. If Haspat vouches for you, then he must have some faith in your ability. Are you familiar with the place he mentioned? This ruin, Arkngthand. No, nothing. That leaves us on the same page. It was only ever a ruin on the horizon for me until now. Well, we both need the puzzle box. If we go together, we both get what we want. Sounds reasonable to me. I'm glad you're able to see it that way. This could save us both a lot of effort, honestly. I wasn't looking forward to going in alone. Even an Outlander is a welcome sight. I just hope you're worth the trouble, so... Well, hold on. I need some time to answer some questions. Anything in particular? Yeah, so you're a buoyant armiger. What is that? We're a military order of the Tribunal Temple, devoted to Lord Vivek and solely answering to him. Our focus is on the betterment of Morrowind, unlike some others on Vvardenfell. Okay, and why do you need this favor? I need information, same as you. This wasn't my first choice, but I seem to have run out of options. And last but not least, how do you know Hasford? I hardly know him other than his obsession for history in the Dwemer. Some Outlanders in the Southwall knew of him, and it took a lot of convincing for them to tell me. Dwemeri scholars are rather tight-lipped for a bunch wanting to unravel secrets. Well, I suppose we should do it together then, while the sun's still out. I'd prefer to head there soon, as I already prepared my things, unless you had other plans before leaving. Oh, I forgot to ask your name. Bogrush Grogoshog, is it? There. Now we're properly acquainted. Lead the way. So we picked up another companion in our merry adventuring party. So what's going on, Pyritosis? Guess who got the thumbs up and is carrying a 1911? This guy. So, in a real-world note, congratulations. That is a fantastic little firearm. Snug says, have you done the Beyond the Firmament space travel mod? It looks pretty cool. I haven't gotten that one in my load order yet because I know it's canon. I just don't know how I feel about it yet. It looks amazing. And it is canon, so it would technically fit. But, space travel. I've got to think about that. I'm not against it, but it looks incredible. Snug Snow Snail says, sup, dude? It's not going to have a repeat of last night. Haha, what's up, Moscow? And we've got Scallywag with us, as well as Arvesa. Scallywag, say hello to Pyritosis.
What's up, bruh?
He's a familiar
How you doing?
citizen.
I got illegal smuggling going on, but we gotta get to the next town or I can't offload it.
It's kind of a spelljammer from D&D.
Rob keeps jerking around in this town that looks like somebody took a big fat turd on it. But, you know, here we are.
Balrog. My name is Bogrush.
Bog Rush, Balrog, it all sounds like somebody took a dump or they cussed at you. So you know what? It is what it is.
You keep saying that. I've explained the naming mechanisms of my people several times to you. I'm beginning to think you mean to take offense, Scallywag.
Well, maybe I do. I take offense at the fact that your parents didn't give you a cooler name. I mean, you're awesome. Really? Bogwog? It sounds like something a dog would eat out of a dirty bowl. You deserve a cooler name than that.
It's Bogrush.
And it upsets me. I need to have a stern talk with your parents.
It's Bogrush, and it's a strong Orcish name.
Well, it does not sound like that. Dude, I'm telling you. I have been through so many different realities and worlds. And if I said the name Bogrog or whatever the heck you're called, they would laugh. They would say, that sounds like something a tweaker would say.
Well, that is their ignorant opinion now, isn't it?
Okay. Well, your defense is you're right and all the rest of reality from different dimensions and worlds is wrong. That's very narrow-minded, but whatever, bro.
Glad you can see it. Glad you can see reason. So, Moscow Master says Rimmon got so sad his midwife's wives died, he spent all the Empire's money on a giant moth to go to space with. Actual canon, by the way. Crazy shit. I found the banhammer last night. Banhammer is a powerful weapon, for so I am told. Also, Bogrish's parents are canonically dead. Yes, I'm a middle-aged orc, and yes.
Well,
what's a
you got
weak
any
orc?
living relatives? I'm gonna chew them out.
Name? What is a weak orcish name? That is a good question, Snug. I'm going to say, I don't know, Leonard, perhaps? Perhaps Leonard would be a weak orcish name.
I think, I'm not gonna say that.
Hello, citizen. Hopefully
No,
you
that
mean
would
no
be
harm.
hilarious. That'd be hilarious
Oh,
if it was orc.
He means harm. Okay.
No time for idle hands.
Close in.
Bro! You better chill.
Yeah, he means us harm. To arms!
This is that lady with us.
That's Arvesa.
Oh. Is that who I plan to pick up in my game?
You can try. She'll probably break you.
She's the one with the spear or whatever you said?
Yes.
Oh, the one with the quest line. Okay, cool. She should be in my game to pick up. I didn't think I would pick up such a babe. Damn.
See, technically, the Rimmonite space program isn't technically canon. Kirkbride wrote it after not working for Bethesda anymore. Though it is canon to PTR. Yeah, it's really crazy. We better get in our base, so we've got some sort of a storm coming in. This does not look good.
Well, while you're dealing with all of that, I'm on a device that you don't know called the phone.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's from a different reality.
Yeah,
anyways, it says that there's a closer location for a Dave's Hot Chicken.
Ah, okay.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure as an orc, you enjoy a good meal of hot chicken.
Some things are so powerful, Scallywag, that they pierce the veil of reality. And Dave's Hot Chicken is one of those. Dave's Hot Chicken is fine food.
We should probably find a Dave's Hot Chicken somewhere in this world.
We absolutely should.
You heard it here, folks. We are going to search for a Dave's Hot Chicken somewhere in Morrowind.
And he is dead. No, not quite. Now he is.
Are those yellow textures that are not like?
That's correct. So this is an old mod, and what's happened is the newest Tamriel data depreciated them. So we'll have to wait for the graveyard to update, but for now we'll just disable them is all. It's very
because I know I had that issue with mine.
Yep, it happens.
Maybe that one.
Yeah,
that one bone pile.
Yeah, what's happened is that new Tamriel data update has done a lot of damage to a lot of your older oh no, okay, well we need to enable that. Chat, you're not seeing this right now. This is not something you're seeing right now. So I picked the wrong thing. We need... So it's not the door. What is that particular? What is the yellow thing that's going on?
It says an hour and 20 minutes to get to this Dave's Hot Chicken.
That's not bad.
Well, that's not as far as the other one. It almost looks like it's a straight shot to get there, so...
Let's see. I heard a franchise of one opened in the Salty Futtocks. The Salty Futtocks. We will have to go there then. That sounds like a fairly fine place for a Dave's chicken.
Take the 40, and I could literally straight shot all the way there.
Where is this Salty Futtocks, Moscow?
Salty Buttock?
Yeah, the Salty Futtocks. We're going to have to get the location. Moscow mentions there's a Dave's Hot Chicken there in Tamriel.
It sounds like he's telling me to F off, or he's talking about somebody's buttocks.
Nope. Apparently there is a place called the Salty Futtocks that has Dave's Hot Chicken. It's the finest city in Old Ebonheart, or the finest establishment in Old Ebonheart. Okay, Old Ebonheart it is. So when we get an opportunity to lull in what we are doing for Caius, we break for Old Ebonheart and the Salty Futtocks.
Sweet.
For now, however, we must try to find this puzzle box. These Dwemer ruins scare me, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of profane sorceries and engineering in these places. A futtock. I didn't know. So, okay, so we're about to learn something right now, chat. By the way, a futtock is a piece of wood used in building a ship. Very cool. I've always wondered what the hell that is. Looks like these brigands got here before us. We'll stick with the crossbow for now.
They called Chubby Girl.
Are you seeing anything in here, Arvesa? How about you, Scallywag? Are you seeing a puzzle box anywhere?
No, I'm gonna see a lot of cool stuff to loot, and I'm probably gonna take with me.
Take what you can, take what you will.
That'll buy.
But just remember that Dwemer artifacts are owned by the Empire, okay?
Yeah, of course.
My maritime heritage comes in clutch. For the only time in my life. Scout says. Yeah, just make sure that you realize that. Last thing I would want is for the Empire to pinch you for. Same with this raw glass. You see this raw glass? Owned by the Empire. Don't take it. Don't take ebony. Don't take raw glass. And don't take any Dwemer artifacts. Dwemer coins being the exception as they are in wide circulation.
I have this.
I was looking out for you, Arvesa. We fight well together. Scallywag, what are you doing? He almost snuck up on us. Be more vigilant next time.
You know how much stolen goods I have to carry?
I understand. That is true. You're on a mission of your own. You do.
Yeah. So how about ease off me, bruh? I gotta carry more than your freaking Paxton pack rat.
My apologies.
Also, I was looking at something called a TikTok. Don't worry about it. You'll have it in the year 6000.
Understand.
Just let me keep smuggling my goods, and before you know it, your Morrowind will be changed forever.
As long as it's in a positive way.
Sure.
Storage key. We've located a key and a journal. Let's see what's going on in this place. It is the year 6000, or well, 6,000 years since the start of time. So, the excavation goes smoothly, or rather smoothly enough. Crito assured me that his crew would take the utmost care in making sure each and every chamber would remain untouched. Humph! At the first sign of a cave-in, those buffoons took to their picks and dug straight through one of the chambers. Fortunately, these ruins are remarkably sturdy, even if the floor plan seems purposely obtuse. Oh, to think of what secrets lie just beyond those brass doors. It was a fortunate Crito's crew had managed to dig their way into one of the chambers. It must have been a weak spot. Thus far, the rest of the structure remains unyielding, unblemished by any amount of powder or force. I've at least managed to sneak away some choice samples from those barbarians before they took to collecting anything shiny. But thus far, progress is halted. I don't know how, but Crito has secured a lockpick who specializes in these sorts of ruins. He fumbles with each door with naught but a twig of iron and a promise. But to my surprise, there let loose a sound like crushing stone, and the door is swung open. Chamber by chamber, this ruin is slowly revealing its secrets. We finally managed to breach the second chamber. The translation was rough, but we've more or less taken to calling this new chamber Weeping Bell Hall, which is significantly more pronounceable than what I've been able to decipher. From here on, Crito has insisted I remain behind, and sure enough, I begin seeing the remains of wondrous animunculi being carted up from their storage room. In any other circumstance, I would be furious, but those machines are quite hostile, and the battered scrap that remains is of little value beyond the metal that they are comprised of. One of Crito's men vanished today. I can't recall his name, but it was a pity. Such care he took with each relic uncovered. Such eagerness. He might have been a budding archaeologist in a different life. Crito himself seems to be absent more and more often as time goes on. Locked away in their makeshift storage room for inventory, I thought to finally speak up, but they seemed more concerned with the dig and dismissed any concern for their boss. So long as they follow my direction, I suppose it matters not. The men tell me of another collapse in the tunnels, but not of their making. What's more, It seems they've stirred yet more of the Dwemer's ancient machines from their sleep. I've ordered our diggers to stay behind while the muscle do their work. But it's been a few hours now, and no one has come back. Just what is going on down there? They finally came back, eyes like moons and naught but whispers in their breath as they shuffled towards the mess hall. They speak of some evil seeping into their lungs from a rusted tunnel far within the ruins. They eventually came to their senses, but refused to elaborate further. No matter, the diggers are already on their way down. It seems that we have some sort of great evil here, Scallywag. Arvesa.
Well, Grace,
We are
I've dealt with a lot of evil, a residence of evil. Let's just put it that
Well,
way.
Arvesa and I are duty bound to carry out this evil's execution.
Well, go ahead. I know a lot of people that can help with that. I mean, if you want me to portal them in, I could.
If possible, I would appreciate that. We don't know what we're dealing with down here.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll contact Leon. Let's see.
Such strange names. And you say my
Maybe,
name is strange.
Maybe Chris. He's really good at punching boulders. I mean, he's super strong.
And you say my name is strange, Chris? Leon.
Or you would really like Jill. She's known as the master of unlocking.
We could use Jill right now, in fact, because we kind of need a master of unlocking. It's a good thing I have scrolls that do that for us as well. Ever consider playing multiplayer fork of Open Morrowind together? Possibly, yes. I just got to recalibrate my Open MW game. Right.
I'm waiting on him, folks. I'm waiting on him.
Let's see. Arvesa, right under the canyon. So Arvesa is mumbling nonsense. That's okay. More brigands. She's down. Just make sure we take her weapon away so that she can't recover. And in we go. Heaven's Gallery. Let's continue to explore this area first.
You will die where you stand.
There's no need to fear, Phil. We have these brigands right where we want.
Who is Phil?
Scallywag, my apologies. For some reason, I continue to use these strange, otherworldly names that you continue to mention to me. It's starting to have an influence.
Well, the only influence that we need in this world right now is the imported illegal goods that I'm about to bring and some Dave's hot chicken.
Dave's hot chicken would be nice. Journal of Redoilo. Hail, Frostro Brew, welcome in. So here we are, Redoilo says. When I was hired, I didn't much care I wound up so long as I got paid. But actually being here, don't even know what to say. One of the others found my stash. They didn't much care for old books, and my journal was on me, at the time, so no harm done. I really ought to hide it better, though. I finally met the guy that hired us. A bit of a prick, but he knows what he's doing, I hope. Nothing's blown up yet, at least. So far, so good. It's a long drop to the bottom, but Krytos says the scaffolding we put up will hold for as long as we need it to. Still makes me nervous. I found a weird tool today. Kind of looks like a glass urn, but the handles wouldn't stay still. We should take to the storeroom so we can ship it out. But Tylos caught me on the way out, and he told me I was to take them to him instead. Even offered to pay me directly. Naturally, I said yes. Kryto brought in a new guy today, some sort of locksmith from Satan. He has a funny sort of manner, like he sees or hears things that aren't there. But there's no denying he knows what he's doing. Didn't take long for the first few doors to open up. Plenty of opportunity for me. Finally worked up the nerve to ask Tylos about these strange things that I keep bringing to him. I really thought he'd start going on one of his usual rants, but to my surprise, he actually took me aside to talk about our latest find. Some sort of condenser. It was all over my head, but suddenly I find myself fantasizing about what incredible things these machines must have been used for. Found a new hiding spot. Even has a bed. Ha! It really feels like everything is falling into place here, and a good lump of extra coin helps as well. Sarah Tylos continues to teach me what he knows of the Dwemer, and in off hours I entertain myself by tinkering with the scraps of technology I find, of which there are plenty. I initially protested when they assigned me to be a digger, but after seeing the twisted machines left behind by the meatheads, I'm glad I only come in after everything is dead. I'm slowly starting to understand this place. It's all so strange, and yet I feel as if I've learned to open my eyes to things. There's a lot here that I don't understand, though. These structures don't seem to serve any particular purpose. Bridges to nowhere. Corridors that twist in on themselves. It's all so disconnected. What's more, the others found an old tunnel after one of the corridors collapsed during a fight. The air there chills my bones, and the smell like rancid oil won't leave. But I can't help but feel like the answers I'm looking for lie beyond that strange corridor. I'll try again tomorrow with a coat of face wrap. As a young man that the boss was talking about in his journal. We can put these things together, Arvesa, don't you say?
You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
A very creepy mansion up in the Arklay Mountains in another world.
Ah, was it
Lots
rusty
of
and filled with mechanical devices as well?
Yes, there was lots of traps and puzzles and creepy monsters. Good times.
Arvesa, you'll have to move. Pardon me, please. There we go.
Starting to get the suspicion that somebody else has been smuggling something in this world that should not be here whatsoever.
Well, if we find it, we'll deal with them as well.
I really hope they're not smuggling the T-virus here.
Another of these strange exclamation points. I'm going to cast a rite of cleansing to get rid of them. And it's gone. I'm growing concerned about these exclamation points. You didn't bring them from your world, did you, Scallywag?
Nope, that's not me. My goods are pretty cool.
Okay.
I don't know about all that crap.
But when you came here from your world, you don't think that you might have created a rift that created these exclamation points?
I mean, it's possible, but the chances are like maybe give or take it 5%.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We're back where we started, it appears.
I mean, there was an incident this one time where, like, a liquor got through, but, you know, it was quickly dispatched.
What is a liquor?
You don't want to know.
I probably don't.
The best thing I could describe it is as a furless dog with a really, really, really long tongue and very scary claws.
Ew. Ew. Very much ew. That is a remarkable piece of Dwemer spear. That's something that Arvesa, I would give it to Arvesa, but she already has a glass spear. And that's far better than whatever this is.
I'll take it.
Here you are.
Sweet.
$10 loaves of bread, 11 loaves of bread. Uh-oh, a note. Don't touch my bread. With that said, are we ready for a fight in the storeroom? Because I think that the bread guy is probably behind here. And he is very angry about the bread. I did not know it was your bread, friend, until I saw it. You're not a friend, you're a brigand, but I did not know it was your bread until I took it. There was no reason to commit foul murder. And he has drugs on him. So a worthless, drug-addled layabout.
You know what? This guy might be the one. Might be the one who brought the potential T-virus into this world.
Well, he lies dead at our feet now.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna take that back.
You can.
Certain things shouldn't belong in this world, but other things should. And that's why I'm here. To bring the cool and the good and leave all the ick out.
Will you take the yellow exclamation marks with you?
Huh?
Will you take the yellow exclamation points with you?
Sure.
Excellent. They don't belong here. Alright, we've got some dwarven darts, which is a very rare item. We've got a dwarven right bracer. Oh my goodness. 26, but we already have something that's 26. But that's a little rarer, so we'll take that and put that on. Certainly.
Dude! Can you at least put that on in another room so I don't have to see you get naked? The only one I want to see get naked is
saw
Arvesa.
nothing. I literally removed my glove and put on a new bracer. You saw nothing. Stop making a big deal over nothing. It was a glove removal. Nothing.
But your orc fingers look like moldy sausages.
So you're offended by the sight of an orc's fingers, are you?
Well, maybe if you wash them, dude, it smells raunchy. Like, when's the last time you washed your hands out of that glove? If we're gonna eat Dave's hot chicken, you're gonna wash your hands. I'm not traveling with a dirty orc. I expect you to clean.
Oh, really? Really? A dirty orc?
Yes! I expect you to clean yourself properly. Oh my gosh! I don't know how you're gonna kill this guy. You're either gonna kill him with your sword or with your stench. Seriously.
My hygiene is of little concern.
Well, with me, it's a big concern. Like, people would probably treat you better if you smelled a little better.
Do I smell badly?
Like, I got shampoo. It's called, like, herbal essences. Let me use it on you. Want some Dr. Squash or how about some Old Spice? You probably like Old Spice. The next water pool we get to, you're taking a bath.
Arvesa, do I smell? She's focused on the job. Curious little artifact. What could be its purpose? Nevertheless, let us return to Hesped. And return we shall. About to show...
Return for you to take a bath.
You know what? If it will shut you up, I will bathe.
Okay. That's all I'm saying. Mesa probably doesn't talk much because she's probably gagging at the stench and she can barely muster a word.
I just don't think there's a problem.
Because you can't smell yourself.
Very well. At the next watering hole, I shall bathe.
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, this is a fun thing to come out to. What awful weather this province has. What a beautiful sunset over this bridge, though. Look at that.
Indeed.
I am a little tired, though. I may have to take the bathing tomorrow.
Well, I'm sleeping in another room. I'm not sleeping near you.
As soon as we see some water, I'll take you.
If you don't, I'm gonna use a water spell on you.
There's no need for such a thing.
I've got strange magics and abilities from different worlds, so don't test me.
Well, look at that. The rain took care of the problem for us, didn't it?
Thank goodness. And I didn't mind, but I dumped like tons of shampoo and soaps and all over you. Now you smell almost good enough to get a date. Almost.
Welcome to my shop.
You should
Here you'll
seriously
find the best
consider
selection
settling
of
down.
odd
Not with Arvesa, though. She's mine.
If you
You're
need
gonna have to get
clothing
some other woman.
or potions, we have some of those.
She's
as
gonna
well.
be portaling back with me to my world for a little while, if you know what I mean.
We are too busy with our solemn duties for such things.
Okay, well, you'd be surprised.
Pyritosis has got busy at work. Gonna have to go. Have a good one, guys. Have a good... Farewell.
All right.
Take care.
Very good.
Good to see you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Always. Now begins the office. I think that's everything. Oh, she only has 90 gold. This was all for naught. We need to find someone with more gold.
More gold's good.
Wait, where did our vase go? Oh, she's right here. She decided to wait outside.
Yeah, she waited outside with me.
There, now she's here. She keeps saying the same. I'm gonna have to check that dialogue.
Welcome
the
to my
dialogue's
shop.
not advancing.
Here you'll find the best selection of...
Okay. Usually she would say different things when she was in shop.
Greetings, citizen. I'm Dralasa Nithrian. This town is Balmora, council seat of House Hlalu. We're loyal citizens of the Empire and proud of it. Well, most of us anyway. So, are you looking for someone in particular? Are you looking for services? Is there some specific place you'd like to visit? Would you like me to tell you about my trade?
Oh! Okay. I have got to temporarily go back to my world and whisk away, but I will be back shortly.
I understand.
It will be, it'll be like it'll feel like a long time, but really, it's only a few seconds of your time.
I understand. Wait, that's a common disease potion. We'll need that. I think that's everything we wish to trade at this time. Right under the canton. You keep talking about this right under the canton, Mesa.
Let's hear
Go
it.
ahead, stranger.
We're back, Hasfit. We have what you were looking for.
So, have you done that little favor I asked?
We have.
Perfect. Just what I was looking for. Just let me take this Dwemer puzzle box, and then I'll tell you what Caius will want to know about the 6th house and about the Niravarine. By the way, the inscriptions on the box seem to be the directions for setting a Dwemer key to open a specific lock. If you're interested after you've delivered your report to Caius, come back and maybe I'll have a key you can take back to Arkngthand.
That sounds excellent. Tell me about this key.
Yes, the inscriptions on the box seem to be the directions for setting a Dwemer key to open a specific lock. If you're interested, after you've delivered your report to Caius, come back, and maybe I'll have a key you can take back to Arkngthand.
That sounds good, because we are sworn to slay whatever that evil is underneath there. Tell us about the 6th house, friend.
House Dagoth is the 6th house, the lost 6th house. In the First Age, House Dagoth betrayed the other great houses during the War of the First Council, and was destroyed for their treason. I can answer any questions you have, but I'll also give you some notes to give to Caius and recommend some 6th house references he should read.
And what is this House Dagoth?
House Dagoth was the 6th of the 7 Dunmer great houses. Nothing remains of the 6th house. Its members were all slain or adopted into other great houses following their treason in the War of the First Council. Their clanstead was called Kogaroon. I gave you the notes. Give them to Caius.
And references?
Here's a list of cheap books. All of them will tell you something about the 6th house and how it ended. The War of the First Council, Saint Nerevar, Nerevar Moon and Star, and the real Nerevar. Try the bookseller Darissa Darvel over in the commercial district. She'll have at least some of these titles.
And the Nerevarine.
The Ashlanders believe a reborn Nerevar will unite the Dunmer against the Outlander invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. Nerevar is a legendary hero and saint of the Temple, but the Temple denies the prophecy and persecutes heretics who believe in the Nerevarine. Tell Caius that Sharn Gramuzgob would be a better person to ask about the native faiths and superstitions.
Fair enough. And do you have a final word on Morrowind's history? Veil for Sale says Kogaroon is a nasty place. I can imagine if it is connected to this Sixth House cult.
Caius says he's fed up with heroes. The Empire keeps sending them out here to the provinces to civilize things. The fools don't seem to realize that their destinies are being created by historical processes, and they're too ignorant and impatient to understand it. So Caius sends you to me, hoping you'll be different. Poor Caius. So many disappointments. So maybe you'll read On Morrowind, the Imperial Province, and learn something about current events. That's what I recommend.
And what is this game of 20 squares? An opponent has challenged you to the game of 20 squares. Start the game nearby to bet. What?
Strange.
We're going to play 20... Okay. Would you like to bet 25 gold, or we're going to practice? I've never played such a game before. You're playing for practice. Which side do you want to play on? I will be the automatons. You chose the automatons, bronze figures. The dice favor you to go first.
Now, where did I put that?
Roll dice. You rolled 3. You rolled 2. Rolled 2. One of your figures blocks this move 2 spaces ahead. You get another turn for landing on the ellipse. Roll the dice again. Your opponent has captured one of your figures. What? One of your figure. I took his figure now. Oh no! Rolled 1. Your opponent gets another turn for landing on the ellipse. Oh my goodness, this is not going well. Oh no! Your opponent succeeded in getting a figure off the board. We're going to resign, but what an interesting game that is. Thank you, sir, for sharing a game with me. A practice game. What do you think, Scallywag? Wasn't that a fun game? Man, Swid, it seems like you don't even care about Oblivion Remastered Edition. I was hoping to see some content for you on it. It's not that I don't care, Cave Reaper. As I stated, my computer literally can't run it. So I've got to get a new PC before I can run it or some new components. So it's not necessarily that I don't care, although it's not the highest on my list. I want to play Clear Obscura. It's actually more of a motivator. But yeah, when I do upgrade my PC components, I'll definitely be playing some Oblivion Remake, for sure. Yeah, it's not a matter of not caring. It's a matter of just literally, I need to upgrade the PC, which is a pain in the butt before I can even do it. Seems kind of simple. You just roll the dice and move the units. Yeah, it's simple. It's just a little long, and we want to get going back to Caius, of course. Speaking of which. So, Hasfit delivered on his word, and we now have all he knows about the Sixth House. I admit, I was expecting more than just a small piece of paper, but maybe there's more to it. Can I see that note? You can. I'm going to read it when you're done. Bivak. Nothing useful for my mission. Nothing I don't already know. I mean, interesting subjects for an Outlander to be poking their nose into. Dangerous, even. Who is this Caius? Well, I'm going to level with you because you've been honest with me. He's an agent of the Empire. I was forced here to follow his orders. Is this some clever play? No, your eyes say otherwise. That Inwa! This explains why no one would speak of him. I knew the Empire could not resist interfering where they aren't welcome. Well, hold on now. To say we're not welcome is a totally different matter. We do need to work together for the good of the people. Come on now. But why did they choose you? They failed to mention that part yet. Strange. I imagine you'll find out eventually. Whatever Caius wants, I'm curious to know what he discovers. Maybe we could extend our arrangement. Why are you so interested in this? Well, I trust you enough. Allow me to explain. I was sent on a mission by the Grand Marshal of the Buoyant Armigers to investigate these strange objects we call ash statues and find out their connection to the Sixth House. They appear to be spreading along the coast, but we're not sure how. Naturally, I went to Balmora to see if House Hlalu knew anything. They only dodged my questions. Not out of the ordinary for them, after all. I asked around the corner clubs and eventually learned of Hasfit. Now I'm here, still no closer than where I started. You could help change all that. Well, I'm just a stranger to this place right now. You do possess an aura of someone not accustomed to our ways. But don't let that deter you. I don't expect you to know everything, but then you don't need to. Then why ask for my help? If you continue your work for this Caius, I'm willing to bet whoever we meet could know more about what I'm looking for. It may also shed light on why you're in this situation. I can help with that too, if you want. Have you made a decision? Scallywag, what do we think? It appears as though Scallywag has still gone to his world, so we'll have to make a snap decision here, and I agree. We'll continue to work together. I can handle myself, as you know, and perhaps my own mission may aid you. There's one more thing I wanted to say before we move on, and what is that? I wasn't sure of your intentions when we first met, so I did not give you proper courtesy. I believed Haspet may have betrayed our deal, or that you were sent to take the cube and run. All wrong, of course. I promise I'm not as stiff as I seemed. Well, you couldn't have known that. I know, but I couldn't let that linger between us. That was all I had to say. Oh, and you can call me Vess. All my F-laws do. Ready when you are. Interesting. Okay. And did you ever hear of the bandit Nels Lindo? Welcome in, Citizen Brook Barnes. Welcome in. Oh, I've heard of him. His charms were fairly overt, but quite a gentleman otherwise. A bandit who cared more for reputation than wealth. Bit of a fool, if you ask me. A shame that poor judgment led to his end. Yes, the poor judgment to challenge me, of all people, and try to rob me. What do you think of Haspet after all of this? Haspet unfortunately lacks the information I desire, but I shouldn't be surprised. He cares more for history, not our present troubles. And Caius, are you okay with that? I do find it a little shameful to be hanging around his house. All right, well, off we go then. I suppose we should also read these notes that we were given. So House Dagoth is an extinct great house. In the wake of the ancient Battle of Red Mountain, its leadership was revealed to have plotted treason and was discredited. Many of House Dagoth died defending the house. Those survivors who were faithful to the Great Council were redistributed amongst the other houses. The temple says the ancient legendary evil beings that dwell beneath Red Mountain. Ancient evil beings. Are the original leaders of this extinct house, sustained by some powerful evil sorceries. Interesting. Well, if they still exist, they must be battled. A rainy day in Balmora. (10 p.m. as well, so it is late. So this will cover our 5th day in Morrowind.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Why is your friend giving me that look? Novice, is there something I should know after she leaves, of course? There is something you should know. Well, spit it out, Bogrish. So, I told Vess everything. You told her what? Simple orders. Simple orders you can't even follow. The Blades operate in secrecy. You realize why, don't you? This is why. Now you risk all of our lives by informing this native, a boy in Armiger no less, of our operations. Give me one good reason not to end this now. So Vess says, easy, Caius. I have no intentions of reporting this to my superiors. Lord Vec tolerates the Empire, and you by extension. I promised to keep your ward, and to help your ward, and it would be easier if I was kept informed. She can help us, Caius. I wouldn't have done it otherwise. You really want to play this close to the chest? A boy in Armiger could prove useful for your orders, but I need assurances. Arvesa, was it? Give me your oath that she won't betray us first chance you get. Then I will allow it. Ah, Befek. Very well. On the grace of the three, I swear to speak no word of this to my fellows. Satisfied? Good. Now, I really don't want any more surprises from you. This better be the only one I hear about. Following orders, remember? You said you were ready, so go and prove it. Befriending a native, are you? A word of advice, Boyan Armigers are unpredictable. If you step out of temple line, she won't hesitate to turn you in. I talked to Hasfet about Morrowind history, by the way. Some interesting things were said, but...
Is he always this tense? Clever, though. As much as it pained me to give such an oath, I cannot break it. In truth, this is an uncomfortable position for me. Or mystifying, I cannot discern. Yet, if I suspect true, this will benefit us both.
I agree. I'm familiar with the Blades, skilled assassins and spies working for the Emperor. They keep their distance from us, lest they end up in the Ministry of Truth. All right, well, I think it's time for us to go to bed now. It's been a long day of questing. You had a disturbing dream. You can only recall one part. A tall figure with a golden mask led you among the dead as though a wedding celebration. You heard many voices, but no lips moved. You strained to breathe, but your chest didn't move. A tall figure spoke with each figure as he passed among them, laughing and joking as if they were alive, but they made no reply. You tried to cry out, but without breath, your tongue fluttered in vain. Bad dream. Let's try to get back to sleep. But we only were able to sleep 5 hours because of the dream.
Are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you want?
So the first thing I'd like to do is spend some time training in speechcraft with you. Expensive, my goodness.
Or is there something else you want? Are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you want? Are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you...
8 a.m. So yeah, that's all we're going to train for now, because we're starving and parched.
Are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you want?
I had a very disturbing dream. What do you make of this, Caius?
You're worrying me. You're not going loopy on me, are you? A word of advice. In Morrowind, if you have disturbing dreams, the temple says you are crazy, and they want to lock you up. And if you have disturbing dreams and think they mean something, then the temple thinks you're a prophet or witch, and they want to lock you up. So take my advice and keep a lid on it.
Will do. Narvesa, do you have anything to say? Nope, still talking about the canton. Are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you want? Very funny. Well, in this case, I think we're ready to go on our next mission.
Are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you want?
Did you add a below Balmora? There are sewers below Balmora, yes. So let's hear our next set of orders, shall we?
These notes are from Hasfat Antabolus? Excellent. I trust he didn't work you too hard for them. I'll look them over in more detail later, but now I have some new orders for you.
Before that, talk to Vess again
Before
real
I
quick.
forget, this ring is yours. I hold its twin. They allow us to communicate with our thoughts across great distances, or so I was told. I thought it may prove useful if we were ever to split up.
I appreciate that. Also, I have something for you. A dwarven spear, since I see now that your spear is actually fairly battered. So that spear will prove useful to you. All right.
Are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you want?
Orders, please.
I've glanced at Haspat Antabolus's notes. They cover the 6th house admirably, but not the Nerevarine cult. Hop on over to the Balmora Mages Guild. It's right next to the Balmora Fighters Guild. Get Sharngra Musgob to tell you what she knows about the Nerevarine. She'll have some silly errand for you. Do what she asks, and report back when she's given you the information.
Sounds good. Who is this Sharn, though?
Very smart for an orc. An unhealthy
Hey!
interest in the dark arts, perhaps, but very smart. She's always worried that the temple will bust in and stick her in a fire, and worried with good reason.
Orcs are smart. What is this nonsense,
I'm the
Caius?
Imperial Spy Master for Morrowind. And since I'm the ranking Blades agent in Morrowind, you report to me. You follow orders and we'll get along fine.
Fail for Sale says orcs are dumb. Your ignorance is noted, sir.
I'm listening.
I'll have you know that I am a very well-read and learned orc.
Speak, traveler.
So Mages Guild is next to, we didn't ask. Darn. I think it's next to the Fighters Guild, but we should probably ask.
Speak, traveler.
Are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you want?
Mages Guild.
It's a guild for the arcane arts, and it's where you go to find wizards for hire. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. If you want to be a wizard, join and work your way up the ranks. The Mages Guild here is a better bet than the Fighters Guild. Ronis Athras is the guild steward, so talk to her if you want to join up. She's got a chip on her shoulder, but her apprentice, Ajira, seems okay for a Khajiit.
And the Fighters Guild?
The Fighters Guild is a professional organization chartered by the Emperor to regulate the hiring and training of mercenaries. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. You'll have to start your service with Idis Fireeye, the Balmora Guild steward. She's new, and I don't know her well. Perseus Mercius, the Aldrun Guild steward, I know and trust, but he only handles higher-ranking assignments.
Ronis Athras is not the best person, I see.
Quickly, Outlander.
Laugh out loud for a Khajiit, he says. Yeah, Caius is a little... I feel as if Caius is a bit bigoted at times.
Speak, traveler.
Now, I don't know much about the Khajiit, but the orc comment, I feel, was out of line. This is the Fighters Guild, not the Mages Guild. We need the Fighters. We need the Mages Guild. Kaya seems like he only likes skooma, but if you ask the Moonsugar, he would probably have something to say about skooma. That's true. He seems kind of like a back-talking guy. Anything to say about here? You're still on about the canton, I see. Ah, the orc in the Mages Guild. That would be Sharn. Greetings, fellow orc.
No interruptions. How many times? Oh, you are one of Caius's associates. That is a different matter. Caius and I have a very satisfactory arrangement, and I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement if you will complete a little errand for me.
Hello? Hello?
Are you back, Scallywag?
I am back. That was a long adventure, but I'm finally here. Man, was that wild. What did I miss? Did we make it to the next town?
No,
Where are we?
We are still in Balmora, heading back to Pelagiad.
We have got to get back to that town.
So it appears as though we've gotten some information on the Sixth House, but now we've been sent out to gather information on the Nerevarine. And so that's why we're here talking to Sharn Gramuzgob in regards to getting that information. Scallywag, I hope Elder Scrolls 6 has pirates in it. So tell us about the errand.
Ajira made a bet with Galbadir about
Right.
who would get to the rank of journeyman first. I hope
Well,
it doesn't end with
there
more
was
flame
a
match in the
mysterious
guild library
alert
like last time.
on my device known as a cell phone that alerted me to an important package that I needed to pick up that had arrived at a special location. I had to immediately teleport to this other reality to pick up this package so that I could obtain the valuable goods inside.
Interesting. I hope they are very valuable. Let's hear about this errand, though.
The errand then is
Well,
very simple.
it was.
I need
Hold on, real
straight
quick. Hold on. Sharn is
Find it
talking.
in
No, let's
Andrano
not be
ancestral
rude.
Tomb, but take care not to upset the natives. The Dunmer have some peculiar, primitive prejudices against necromancy and take grave objection to unauthorized tomb visits.
So we're going into a tomb. Why? And who is this Level Andrano?
He was no one special, a journeyman enchanter. There may be many skulls in Andrano tomb, but you'll have no problem recognizing Levoul's skull from the ritual markings.
We are not stealing a skull unless this is an official reclamation of the temple, and it is not.
The tomb is south of Pelagiad.
We're
just
not
off the
stealing a
road,
skull.
Just before you reach the fork, where the road goes southwest towards Seda Nin and southeast to Vivek. You may need an enchanted blade. Some spirits are immune to normal weapons. Here, take this old short sword, and maybe these old scrolls will come in handy.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Andrano Ancestral Tomb, south of Pelagiad, just off the road. Just before the fork where the road goes southwest towards Seda Nin and southeast to Vivek.
Why do you speak of necromancy, a foul art?
In the Empire, necromancy is a legitimate discipline, though body and spirit are protected property and may not be used without permission of the owner. But in Morrowind, the Dunmer loathe necromancers and put them to death. That's absurd, of course, since the Dunmer summon their own dead to guard tombs and defend the family.
That is
Sacred
fair.
necromancy is righteous, while philosophical necromancy is evil. It's primitive superstition, that's all.
It's all profane. You're right about that. Are you a necromancer?
No, of course not. I can't teach you spells. I'm not a necromancer. No, absolutely not. Not a necromancer.
I smell deceit. What do you think, Scallywag?
I smell that she's up to something.
Me
when
too.
you've completed the errand, then we can discuss the information.
However,
Caius
it's the
wants.
only way to get this information. Okay, very well. Let's get something to drink and then we'll be off to Pelagiad. All the cool wizards are doing it. Tomb robbing is a favorite pastime, Fail for Sale says. I'm not okay with this. I think necromancy is just posturing and people accuse one another of it just to besmirch them. That could be. Yeah, we would have to warrant further investigation. All right, Arvesa, we're going to need you to carry some burdens for us. We're going to give you the books, okay? These are all books that we will read gradually over time. These are ones we want to keep, all these. Bone will read once we get part 1. We'll hold on to those. Okay. Good enough. We'll stop by the Lucky Lockup to get a drink before we head out. Because we are very thirsty.
Indeed.
I haven't seen you in Balmora before, have I? You have a question?
What's your background?
I am Thanelin Velas, a smith. What's it to you?
Just asking questions, friendo.
Please, have a look around. We rent beds. I have some goods for barter. What do you want?
A hot meal will do. Nutritious. Thank you, Sarah. All right, off we go back to Balmora. Back the way we came. "9 a.m., so we could make good time. We're leaving Balmora now. Scallywag's favorite town. Another level gained already? My goodness. That's good, though. That will bring our willpower up to 30, which will finally allow us to join some of the religious content. These scribs are adorable. You have to love them. A bit of an overcast day, isn't it? I'd say we're about halfway there.
Almost time to unload these goods.
And they said the tomb is near Pelagiad. So yes, we're getting close. We must be. The entrance to Pelagiad is there. So a little bit further in. Very foggy out. Hope we don't miss it. Ah, here it is. This tomb appears to be locked. Dear fellow kinsmen and kinswomen, I pen this note down as a warning for those of you with hectic lives whom are unable to maintain as close a common with our revered ancestors. Upon my most recent visit here, I had scarcely needed to open the door before sharing the sense of intruders below. The terrible fury I felt in my forefathers made it clear that there would only be one path to take. I have locked and barred the door. Whomever these heretics were, be it outlaws or foolish adventurers, they have made a grave mistake. May their deaths be gruesome, and may their tortured spirits guard our halls well. If any of you should come before my return, I have provided our family friend Dralasa in Pelagiad with an additional key. Our clan is a large one, and many of you have never met her, but her trade has bestowed a keen eye for faces, and she should have no trouble recognizing Andrano features. Dralval Andrano. So, it looks like there was some heresy that went on here in yet another tomb that we will have to cleanse. More angry undead because of these necromancers. When are we going to put a stop to this, guys? And this person literally locked them in with the undead, with the angry undead. So they're probably all dead. And now we have to once again do a cleansing ritual in this tomb. It's every tomb we come across in this province. It's every single tomb. What is happening here?
Hurry this up, will you?
Oh, look at this. They actually managed to get together. Look at this. Well, it's not polite to stare, but it looks like they're together now. And good enough for them, I suppose.
Tell your friends about this place. Food and beds, or both at the same time. Your choice.
I'm looking for... First of all, you know I'm the one that returned Beluli's silver bowl,
I hear
right?
You returned the bowl that was stolen from Purenet and Armand Beluel. That was very good of you.
I appreciate that. I'm glad you liked it.
The bowl that was stolen from Purenet and
Now I need hopefully a favor from you. You have a tomb key. Yes, I have the key. Of what interest is that to you? Sorry, friend, but you don't look like an Andrano to me. I need the key to cleanse the angry spirits in the tomb. I don't know what interest an outlander would have in ancestral tombs, but you won't be getting this key from me. Consider yourself blessed that this is an imperial town, else I'd have the guards arrest you on the spot for speaking as such. Ah, boy. Okay. Psst, you, orc. You've got your eyes set on what's inside Drelotha's pockets, eh? I've been known to help out a friend or two with similar occasions. Well, that is so long as those friends are equally generous in their own right. Is that a tomb key I overheard mention? And of course, it's fucking Nalos. Stopping his makeout session long enough to offer a criminal act.
Don't take too much time.
I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you?
Well, if you would break it up so we could talk business. But apparently not. So we're going to leave them to it. And we're just going to go ahead.
Am I the thief? You've stolen my heart.
Ooh, Nilos.
This is very odd. We're going to leave. We don't need to hire some pickpocket anyway. We'll enter the tomb of our own volition.
Speak, traveler.
Yeah. I got enough lockpicks for us anyways.
Yeah. And I'm not going to subsidize a thief. Ate my unhinging. There we are. And so we are in. Don't tell me you're going to actually do this. That orc wants you to desecrate that tomb for some vile purpose of hers. Luckily, I have another idea in mind. Okay? It's simple, really. We inform the guard and have them arrest her. Then take the notes from her possession. Better than allowing necromancers to operate in Balmora. Why would they believe you? I'm already known by the House Hlalu officials here, so they will trust my judgment, so? Alright, I have no intentions of stealing the skull in this tomb. We will turn her in, but right now we do have angry spirits that we must appease. Thank you. Once the guards grab her, you will get the notes you were promised. All right, and that'll be next time, folks. We will delve into this highly dangerous tomb in order to pacify. We already have our solution, but I would also like to pacify the angry spirits of this tomb, if possible.
Okay, I can finally offload my goods, and y'all curious what goods I have?
What do you have?
Well, I've got the illegal smuggling of Dr. Pepper, and I also have Schneider's pretzels, Shack gummies, and well, surprise everybody, I also am starting a new branch of Dave's Hot Chicken in Morrowind. Yes, I am the one that has brought the Dave's Hot Chicken to your world.
And I approve.
Yes.
Alrighty.
So enjoy all kinds of drinks and snacks on me.
Farewell, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another journey. We'll do it again later, some other time. Take care now.